Headlines of this bulletin. The Standing Board of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee convened its regular meeting in February. A mission group to implement mechanisms and policies in the fields of finance and state budget following Resolution No. 45/2022 QH15 of the National Assembly on piloting special mechanisms and policies for developing Cần Thơ City was established. The Southwestern More Populous Regiment opened the training course for new public security soldiers. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News Today. On the morning of February 22nd, the Standing Board of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee convened its regular meeting to discuss the draft report of February 2022 and the work program in March. The report highlighted that the Lunar New Year of the Tiger 2022 was organized in a joyful, wholesome, safe, economic, affectionate and completed manner. The city, as well as localities and units, implemented numerous works, organized many cultural, art performances and propaganda activities within the activity series called Welcoming the New Year and Celebrating the Glorious Party and the Spring of the Tiger 2022, which was meaningful, practical, diversified and imbued with cultural identities of the Mekong Delta region. The event of presenting gifts of the state president to 10,008 revolutionary contributors was organized with a total fund of over 3 billion Vietnam dong. 124 billion Vietnam dong was taken from the city's state budget to provide that holiday support to underprivileged people. Social resources were mobilized to give over 102,700 presents and 200 tons of rice to policy-classified families with over 40 billion Vietnam dong of total value. Right after the Tet holiday break, competent agencies and localities have focused on implementing work in accordance with the set forth plans and objectives. The launching of production and business and the death of tree planting was carried out in a practical and effective manner. During the month, the Standing Board of the Municipal Party Committee also organized an inspectorate to check the implementation of Resolution No. 45 of the National Assembly on piloting special mechanisms and policies for developing Cần Thơ City. Along with those activities, competent agencies have led and directed the implementation of the dual target in pandemic prevention and control and socio-economic development. Specifically, the index of industrial production grew by 30.08%. Total retail sales and income from services are estimated to reach 8.93 trillion Vietnam dong. Export turnover and income from services are estimated to be at $176 million, up 6.8% year-on-year. State budget collection reached 1,904 billion Vietnam dong by the middle of February. Basic construction capital disbursement has reached 316 billion Vietnam dong. 61 new businesses with total registered capital of 405 billion Vietnam dong have been established. Beside the achievements, the function also discussed the shortcomings and proposed solutions for mission implementation in March 2022 and the upcoming time. In his conclusive remarks, Secretary of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee Lê Quang Mạnh directed sectors and localities to continue resolving issues and difficulties in production and business, timely supporting people and businesses, creating a favorable environment for investment and business to attract capital sources, effectively mobilizing and utilizing resources, especially non-state ones, among others. The most prominent missions is to organize a conference to disseminate and implement Resolution No. 45 of the National Assembly on piloting some special mechanisms and policies for developing Cần Thơ City, among other review conferences. Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trung Vic Trung recently signed the decision on establishing a mission group to implement mechanisms and policies in the fields of finance and state budget following Resolution No. 45/2022 QH15 of the National Assembly on piloting special mechanisms and policies for developing Cần Thơ City. The mission group is headed by Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng, tasked with consulting the City People's Committee and its chairman in disseminating and implementing mechanisms and policies in the finance state budget fields in accordance with the National Assembly resolution on piloting special mechanisms and policies for developing Cần Thơ City, promulgating the working regulations and assigning work to participating members. The policy on financial and state budget management consists of 3 contents, including the one on borrowing capital. Specifically, Cần Thơ City is allowed to borrow capital through issuing local authority bonds, borrowing from domestic financial organizations, other domestic organizations, and the foreign loan of the government with outstanding balance not exceeding 60% of the assigned state budget collection amount. The Southwestern More Populist Regiment has recently opened a training course for new public security soldiers. Attending the opening ceremony was Director of Cần Thơ City Public Security, Major General Nguyễn Văn Thuận, and Deputy Commander of More Populist, Major General Nguyễn Thanh Bánh. Participating in the training course was 3,222 soldiers selected in the 2022 military service enlistment of southwestern localities. In 3 months of training, they will be equipped with basic political, legal, and professional knowledge, as well as military commands and martial arts, along with professional skills and expertise of the people police. The training of new soldiers contributes to further building the police force in an official and modern manner, ensuring the safeguarding of political security and social order, timely suppressing local criminals. In other news, on February 22nd, the Grassroots Veteran Association of Cần Thơ Technical Economic College organized its 5th member congress for 2022-2027 term. This congress was selected by the veteran associations of the People Authority Party Office Block to be the typical congress. In the past term, the Veteran Association of Cần Thơ Technical Economic College enthusiastically participated in the building and protection of the party, authority, socialism, and the Great National Unity Bloc, boosted the movement of good teaching and learning, and mobilizing people to hand over more than 200 hectares of land. The members contributed non-profitable capital of over 547 million Vietnam dong to help disadvantaged members develop their household economy. In the new term, the association shall promote its achievement with internal unity and characteristics of uncohort soldiers to excellently accomplish assigned missions. The Congress elected the Executive Board of the Veteran Association of Cần Thơ Technical Economic College for 2022-2027 term with 3 members. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just had an official dispatch on implementing decision number 466 of the Education and Training Minister approving the material for the 6th grade local education program used in the general education institutions of Cần Thơ City. Chairman of the City People's Committee tasked the Director of the Education and Training Department of the city with heading the work and coordinating with concerned individuals and units to disseminate and implement the decision. The new general education curriculum stipulates that local education is one of the compulsory educational contents which will be implemented in the 2nd semester of the 2021-2022 school year for 6th grade students. The program covers cultural, historical, geographical, economic, social, environmental, and the vocational orientation contents of the locality, enriching the nationally unified education curriculum. The materials aims to equip students with knowledge of their place of residence, nurture the love for the homeland, and raise the awareness of putting what they have learned into practice. At secondary and high school level, the volume of local education contents equates that of other subjects at 35 lessons a year. Local education material was compiled and verified by the City People's Committee. Cần Thơ Department of Education and Training is currently asking for permissions and completing relevant procedures for the publication of the material. Cần Thơ Farmers Union has just coordinated with Aqua Water Treatment Joint Stock Company to organize the presentations of water purifiers to the farmers' unions of the district, wards, communes, and towns in Cần Thơ City. Aqua Vietnam Water Treatment Joint Stock Company offered the farmers' unions of the city and of 9 districts 50,000 medical masks to support the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic, and 10 RO water purifiers of Aqua brand worth 6.5 million Vietnam dong each. At the same time, the company supported each commune, ward, and town of the city with 50% of the value of 12 water purifiers for disadvantaged farmer members, policy classified families, and families with children overcoming difficulties. The total fund for this activity is about 300 million Vietnam dong. And now let's have a look at the weather forecast. And that is the end of this edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch our bulletins again, please go online and log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.